My name is Kaori Takamatsu. I finished processing these documents. Please take a look through them when you get the chance.
Ah, thanks.
Here you are. Oh, Tanaka-san, you filled in this part incorrectly. This is a sample for the document. Please use it as a reference and resubmit this document.
Understood. Thank you for providing me with the samples too.
No problem. Once I was done handling the document to its designated person, I returned to my desk and immediately got back to my data entry work. Kaori-san is so good at her job. She's quick to learn new things too.
That's true. And even though she's the CEO's daughter, she doesn't act all bossy, doesn't whine or complain, and above all, she's really pretty. She's really my type.
I'm sure all the men here feel the same way. I look up to her as well, but I don't think there's anyone in this company that is even in her league. Are the numbers here correct?
Hi, Kaori-san. I see you're working hard as usual. Here's a little something from a trip I took the other day. It's a souvenir. I hope you like it.
Oh, why, thank you. It's a beautiful brooch. I'll take good care of it.
Glad you like it. Well, see you.
He leaves in a hurry. I think he is Mashima-san from the sales department, if I'm not mistaken. This brooch is quite pretty.
Hey, you shouldn't accept gifts like that so easily.
What? I look over and I see Ryota Yanagida, one of my colleagues that I speak with most often. He was looking at me like he was tired of me.
You can tell that's not just a souvenir. If you don't like him back, you shouldn't lead him on.
He brought it over, saying he wants me to have it, so it's not an issue. Besides, you wouldn't understand since you've never given me anything. But of course, it'll make him happier if I accepted his generous gift.
Sure, whatever. I couldn't help butting in because I have no idea how he feels.
What is it with your attitude? I mean, I've felt this for a long time, but have you no idea how attractive I am?
Not really. I think you're average.
It frustrated me that he kept looking at his computer screen and not once looking over at me. I never met a man that was not interested in me to this extent. I can't be humiliated like this. He'll see. I'm going to make him fall for me. And when he asks me out, I'm going to reject him. With my self-esteem in shambles, from that day on, I employed multiple tactics to try and get him to fall in love with me. First off, the obvious, seduction. My skirt is shorter than usual, so... good morning, Ryota. I do a little stretch in front of him on purpose so that he would see my thighs. Nice weather out, isn't it?
Yeah, I guess so.
Ryota looks at me briefly, but quickly begins to work. Grr, I guess this plan was a failure. Well then, I brought some coffee in the afternoon when most people get a little drowsy. Hey Ryota, I bought one for you too. So, here you go. I get up really close to him and look up into his face as I hand him the coffee. Huh? Your eyes look tired. Do you want me to put in some eye drops for you?
I'm not a kid. I can do it myself. Thanks for the coffee.
That was all he said to me. He pushed me away by my shoulder and left his desk. It's not working. What can I try next? But no matter what I did, Ryota's attitude towards me did not change at all. I kept trying to get Ryota to like me, but my soul was slowly getting crushed. Unbelievable! I've done so much, and yet he won't even give me the time of a day. Why won't he notice me? Look at me, Ryota Yanagida. Wait, what am I doing thinking about him even during my break? Recently, I have unconsciously been thinking about Ryota all the time. But Ryota is kind of weird. It's rare for a man to not fall in love with me after all that I've done. That's all there is to it. So, what next? Time passed and none of my plans have succeeded. Today, I am on a date with a man my father has set me up with, Oshima-san. I'm so bored. I want to go home already. If I was on a date with Ryota, what kind of date would it be on now? The thought crossed my mind because I was so bored. And finally, the date was coming to an end.
I had a good time today. See you.
Huh? Oshima-san hold my shoulders, closes his eyes and starts to lean into my face. I knew what was coming next, so I instinctively jerked away. Hey, what are you doing?
What do you mean? I was just going in for a kiss.
But we're not even dating yet.
Why not? We're going to get married eventually anyway.
That's not confirmed yet.
We can't go against our parents' choices, so we're going to get married.
Ah! Oshima-san forcibly grabs my shoulders and pulls me in closer again. No! Someone help me!
Hey, what's going on here?
Ryota! I open my eyes to a familiar voice and see Ryota pulling Oshima-san's hand away from me. I hug tightly on Ryota. Ryota!
Are you alright? Who is this guy?
A guy my father set me up with for an arranged marriage, but he tried to force me to kiss him. He's not a gentleman at all, and he can't even work properly since all he does is screw around using his father's money. I don't like him one bit.
Well, you heard her.
After hearing what I said, Ryota stands in front of me, protecting me behind his back.
You should get out of the way. You're probably just a lowly office employee. With the kind of power I have, I can make a lot of things happen. If you don't want to lose your job, I don't care what happens to me, do what you will, but I won't allow anyone to get Kaori just with power. I'm not handing her over to you either. Kaori? So, what are you to her? She's someone I care about deeply.
Huh? Care about deeply? My heart raced at Ryota's words.
Care about deeply? Kaori is going to marry me. She will never be yours. So are you going to fight me or something? I don't have any fighting experience, but I walk to work every day, and I carry lots of heavy things at work. I am pretty confident in my strength and muscles. I wouldn't do anything so barbaric, but you'll see soon enough.
As Ryota slightly lifts his fist, Oshima-san winks and runs away. The two of us stand there in silence. This is really awkward.
So this is what you wanted, right?
Oh, yes. Thanks for saving me.
Okay, I'm glad.
We face each other, and Ryota lets out a sigh of relief. It was then when I remembered what Ryota had said earlier, and my face is burning hot. So, back there, what did you mean by care about deeply?
What?
You said so earlier. I know I heard it correctly.
So that it was just something I said on the spot.
So the truth came out on the spot?
What?
Just tell me honestly. Ryota's eyes are wandering around nervously, so I cup his face in my hand, and I look him straight in the eyes. At first, he looked a little sad, and then he gently pushes my hands away and runs away.
Sorry.
What does he mean by sorry? I was quite hurt by his reaction. He said he cared about me deeply, and so why did he say sorry after that? Did he save me just because we are colleagues? Was him saying that he cared about me deeply just a lie he came up with on a whim? It made me so sad to think of it like that. I guess I was the one who had fallen for him, and not the other way around. Being hurt made me realize my true feelings for him. Ryota was so hot when he was protecting me from Oshima-san. I felt some tears building up as I searched for Ryota, who is no longer there. The next day.
Phew, that was heavy.
Yeah, it was pretty tough. We were on our way back from carrying a bunch of documents to the archive room. I'm really glad we're talking like usual. I honestly thought it was going to be super awkward again today, but to my surprise, we are talking like we always do. As I was feeling relieved, I saw my father in the entrance hall. Dad! And Oshima-san! Ryota and I both cringe upon seeing the person standing behind my father. Oshima-san looked at us the same way.
But boss, it's that guy right here. He's the one who ruined our date yesterday. He's trying to mess up my relationship with Kaori. Just fire him already.
That was because of you!
Kaori, you can stay out of this.
Ryota places his hand on my shoulder and steps forward.
All I did was help Kaori, since she did not want to be kissed. Who's the real jerk? Me or the guy who was trying to force a girl to kiss him? What? That's not... I didn't... Don't make up stupid lies. A lie, you say. I hate to break it to you, but I had my friend film whole thing from a distance in case of something like this, so I have proof, if that's what you want.
Ryota pulled out his phone and played the video of yesterday's incident.
What?
What in the world is this? I can't hand my daughter over to someone who forces himself onto her without her consent. Get out of here.
Eek.
Oshima-san cowardly runs away as my father yells at him angrily.
I had no idea he was such a jerk. I'm so disappointed. You've really saved us all, Ryota. Thank you.
It was nothing.
By the way, you seem quite friendly with my daughter. Might I ask what your relationship to her is? Are you her significant other by any chance?
Yes?
What? You're just making fun of me, aren't you?
To be honest, that was true in the beginning, but as I spent more time with Ryota, I saw him in a whole new light. I came to see how considerate and kind he was. Above all, he was so attractive to me when he came in to save me. Now, I am truly in love with him. Ryota froze, seeing how serious I was. Seeing him like this made me anxious. So, do you still not like me back, Ryota?
No, I love you too.
Really? But then, why didn't you tell me when I asked you about why you said you cared about me deeply?
Well, that was because I thought you were just trying to get me to fall for you for your own ego. So I couldn't admit it to you because I thought that even if I had confessed to you, you would just reject me to get back at me.
Oh, I'm really sorry. If only I had told you how I felt sooner. I went in for a hug, and Ryota gently hugged me back.
Well, that was a surprise. So Ryota, you let Kaori back? Had I known, I would have never set Kaori up with that guy.
I'm sorry, sir, but I really hate relying on status and power.
What are you talking about, Dad? You know Ryota?
So you didn't know, he's actually the son from a large financial group that also funds our company.
What? Really?
Haha, yeah.
I'm counting on you to look after Kaori for me, Ryota.
My father smiled and walked off. There was a lot of unexpected surprises, but I'm glad my father happily accepted our relationship. Oh, but what would your parents think of this, Ryota?
My family is all for dating whomever I like, so as long as it's my choice, they'll be happy to support us.
Okay, so we can be all lovey-dovey without worrying about anything.
I guess.
Blushing made Ryota look more childlike than usual, and it was very cute. I saw another new side to him. I am excited for what the future holds.